Hey there, Central Ohio. Hope you're having a great Friday afternoon so far. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens, and this is the 10 Weather Impact Show, the last one here of the first partial week of 2026. We've had a little bit of everything for weather over the last 7 days. We had some severe thunderstorms last weekend that led right into very windy conditions as we started the week. Snow as we entered the new year, and now we're still cold, but the good news is we are entering a quiet weather pattern as we head through the weekend, so no major weather concerns, at least for the next couple of days outside of those cold temperatures. But as we head toward next week, while we do warm up, we will get back to a little bit of some rainy activity. Here's a look at your 10 weather impact headlines heading into this weekend. We are going to be staying cold here across central Ohio. That means temperatures over the next several days will be below average. We're talking down into the 20s and teens early in the day, only making their way up into the low 30s as we head into the afternoons. All of that cold air could interact with a little bit of passing moisture by the region. Can't 100% rule out a stray flurry as we head through the next couple of days, but those flurries should be pretty few and far between. We're not expecting any chance for accumulation as we head through the weekend, at least not here in central Ohio. And then as we get into next week, we see rain chances return to the forecast. This could come as early as Tuesday afternoon. And then as we get past Tuesday and into the next couple of days beyond that, we'll see several chances for rain as we head through the next week. Of course, we're going to get you ready for that here over the coming minutes on our 10 Weather Impact Show. As far as what we're looking at outside today, we had a sunny start to the Friday with cloud cover that's kind of worked its way back in some this afternoon, but those clouds not producing any snow or rain. Radar is nice and quiet across central Ohio. If you're traveling up to the northeast this weekend, keep in mind lake effect is continuing for places like Cleveland and on up toward Ashtabula County and further up to the northeastern portion of the state. They could still pick up a few inches of snowfall in the coming days up there. They've been hit hard over the past couple of days with lake effect snow, and that pattern is going to continue as we head into at least the start of the weekend and maybe even into early next week with a little bit more snowfall in their neck of the woods courtesy of that lake effect snow. You can see that wind carrying the moisture. It's coming across Lake Michigan and working its way down toward Cleveland, kind of double dipping into the Great Lakes there up toward Lake Erie as that snow continues to form. We'll see that continue, like we said, into the weekend. Cloud cover starting to fill back in as another system passes by toward our south. Good news is for us that that area of rainfall not expected to make its way any further north as we head into the weekend, so we should be looking at nice and dry weather again, save for that stray flurry as we head through the next couple of days. This system itself going to pass down toward our south and not expected to impact us again heading in the next couple of days. And what you see out up in Nebraska also not expected to impact us here in the next couple of days. Here's the view outside toward downtown right now. Cloud cover has sort of taken over for the moment. Still got some slivers of blue sky up there, but overall we're looking at a little bit more cloudy end to the day today compared to how we started things with those blue skies this morning. Temperature outside right now 27 degrees. Cold afternoon, feels like 18. We've got the wind chill factor at play again. Winds right now here in Columbus around 9 miles per hour. Wind chills all across central Ohio continue to be felt, but it could be worse out there. We're warmer than we were yesterday. Up to 29 in Delaware, feels like 20. 31 Circleville feels like 24. 29 in Newark feels like 21. Lancaster feeling like 22 at this hour. The coldest spots up to the northern counties, no surprise there. Mansfield at 21. Warmer down toward Jackson and Piketon, sitting in the mid 30s at this hour, but still dealing with a little bit of wind chill even in those southern counties. Winds today remain out of the northwest, so we've got that cold flow continuing across the region. 5 to 15 mile per hour winds right now across central Ohio. This will continue through the afternoon and into the early evening, but we think much like what happened yesterday is these winds will really start to back down as we get past sunset, and as we get into the evening that wind chill factor should become less and less, but the temperatures overnight still expected to be quite cold, getting down into the low 20s if not upper teens by tomorrow morning. Speaking of which, next 12 hours out there we'll see ever more cloud cover pushing back into central Ohio. Ohio. We are going to set up a pretty cloudy Saturday, all things considered. Again, those temperatures tonight will push their way down to around low 20s, upper teens. Not expected to see anything more than a stray flurry come from those clouds. Just the mostly cloudy skies as we head through tonight. That temperature, we're calling that low here in Columbus, a flat 20 degrees. Again, a few places, especially outside the city, maybe up or down from there, but not too much. Winds will remain mostly light, still out of the north, so we'll keep that cold air flowing in and at least a small wind chill as we head through the next couple of hours. Heading into the day tomorrow, don't expect much different from where we're at right now. We're going to see a fair amount of cloud cover throughout the day. The wind speeds should stay pretty light, but temperatures don't move much. We're only expecting to make our way up to around a 30-degree high tomorrow afternoon. Much like today, warmer temperatures in our southern counties, colder in the northern counties. Many places north of I-70 may not make it out of the 20s as we head toward tomorrow. Over the next 5 days, we do finally push some much warmer air into central Ohio. Those temperatures out there will stay below average as we head through our weekend. Sunday, the warmer day of the two, looking to get up to the freezing mark. Keep in mind, we should be around 38 this time of the year. We'll get back close to average by Monday. Monday not looking like a terrible day out there, but then we'll push the temperatures up close to 50 as we head toward Tuesday and Wednesday. Unfortunately, that's going to come with some chances for rain, but don't cancel your plans as of now. I think there's going to be plenty of dry time left in there to get out and enjoy. So let's go ahead and break things down for you hour by hour. Of course, we got the cloud cover pushing through at this hour. That will only increase as we head into this evening. The sky is expected to turn mostly cloudy as we head through the overnight tonight and into the early part of Saturday. This is about 10:30 in the morning Saturday. Overcast skies all across central Ohio. We're not expecting to see much, if any, sunshine break through that tomorrow. It's going to be kind of a gloomy day out there. You can see what we're talking about, that small flurry chance. Most of that snow stays up toward the north as we head through Saturday, but enough of it's going to pass by close to us that we can't rule out that flurry getting into our neck of the woods. I think our northern counties have the best chance of seeing a little bit of light snowfall, but the good news with this, it's not going to be an accumulating snow. It's just going to be some flakes to see as you head outside, especially Saturday afternoon into early Saturday evening. As we head into Sunday, we'll push that little bit of snowfall out. Skies will start to clear as we head into the early part of the day Sunday, and then Sunday itself should be partly cloudy to mostly sunny out there. We'll see some more sunshine here in the back half of the weekend. Just doesn't really help temperatures much. We're only going to get again into the low 30s by Sunday afternoon. Let's fast forward a little bit more into the start of the first full week of 2026. This is early Monday morning. We got another little clipping system that's going to come by toward our north. This is mostly going to be an impact for those northern counties, lake effect zones in northeast Ohio. This could produce a little bit of snowfall early there on Monday. I would not expect, again, much more than some flurries to make it down into central Ohio as of now, but we'll keep a close eye on this little bit of moisture as it passes by heading into the start of the week. Our bigger concern is going to come as we head into Tuesday, and that is going to be for those potential rain showers. You can see here by Tuesday morning, rain starting to stretch its way into Ohio. That will increase as we head into Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. Not expecting any thunderstorms, not expecting any big dramatic heavy amounts of rain, but steady rain showers expected throughout Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening. This should largely exit the region by the time we head into Wednesday. Wednesday itself looking partly to mostly cloudy, but it should stay dry. Can't rule out a stray little bit of moisture that may make it back into the region, especially you can see there in southern Ohio by Wednesday afternoon. But most of us aren't expecting to see much more rain on Wednesday. That'll change as we head toward Thursday. A much more moisture-rich system coming in from the south will push our way as we head into the day. This will keep temperatures warm. We'll still be in the southerly flow at this point, up near 50 degrees. But as we get into Thursday evening and into Friday, those rain showers are going to be a lot more prevalent heading toward the end of next week. And that's kind of what we have to look forward to as we get toward the end of our forecast. Here's a look at your 10 weather impact 7-day outlook. Temperatures again staying in the 30s as we head toward this weekend. Going to be kind of cold out there for your Saturday. High temperatures tomorrow only going to make their way up into the low 30s, mid 30s to the south, maybe not even out of the upper 20s in some of our northern counties. High tomorrow in Delaware expected around 29, up toward Marion and Bucyrus up to around 28. As we get into the early part of the week, our temperatures start to warm up. By Monday, we get back up into the 40s. If you're looking for a day to get the salt off the car, get that vehicle cleaned back up, car wash forecast out there Monday looking much better than any other day. Saturday, not the greatest. It's kind of cold. Probably opt not to do the wax out there, but if you can get out in the late afternoon, maybe get a place where temperature gets up above freezing, you can probably squeeze it in. You got a little bit better chance on Sunday, but again, if you want to wait till Monday, that is your best chance to head out to the car wash, get things cleaned up. Our temperatures push up into the 40s, near 50s as we head into this week. That rainfall again coming in Tuesday, done by Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll see more shower chances out there. We'll see additional chances for scattered rain as we head toward the end of the week, but those temperatures out there will continue to be warm, expected to be up into the mid 50s as we head into your Friday. It's going to be a warm end to the forecast, but that warm air going to come with plenty of chances for rain as we head through next week. So get things ready for the rain gear, get the umbrellas ready, have that all set to go now, and at least you'll be able to put some of that winter weather gear away for a few days. Now, moving on to some other news across the nation, many parts of the U.S., they've been dealing with stormy weather for the start of 2026, including the snow-covered Northeast, while rain poured in the West. New Year's Day, storms dumped heavy rain on San Diego, prompting flooding and rescues in waterlogged intersections. Those communities could see another 2.5 inches of rainfall yet to come. Rain also fell on that Rose Parade out there in Pasadena, leading to a wet bowl game for the first time in nearly 20 years.
The rain could make it interesting, too.
IU knows how to handle the rain. That's where we were born. We're Hoosiers. We know how to deal with it.
And they definitely knew how to deal with it as they routed Alabama yesterday in that Rose Bowl. Over in the state of New York, though, some communities, they saw 30 inches of snow. That's a wild amount of snow to get out there. Cell phone video shows a rare thunder snow event passing through western Pennsylvania. That was overnight before storms blanketed cities in the east with that snowfall. In other parts of the country, people were excited for the snow, like at ski resorts in California. Last week, the Golden State dealt with destructive rain and flooding, and now they're getting the after effects. Several feet of snow across the Sierra, transforming the once bare terrain into a winter wonderland. Just weeks ago, resorts were relying heavily on man-made snow.
We thought we were going to come up here and there's going to be no snow. We're just going to have to figure out something else to do. But we were like so happy when we saw that there was a lot of rain coming down, which means a lot of snow.
The timing is critical. While December storms were helpful, state officials say California's snowpack still has ground to make up. Earlier this week, the Department of Water Resources conducted its first snow survey of the season, finding it to be well below last season. Still, though, Mother Nature seems to be helping.
At the end of this next storm that's coming through, we will be 100% open. That's every lift, every run.
And finally today, let's check out some new video into us here at 10 TV. Seattle, they rang in the new year with its decades-old tradition of fireworks from the top of the iconic Space Needle. The New Year's Eve light show drew crowds of spectators, and despite some fog, I wasn't sure what I was looking at there, whether you could spot a few of those glimmers of fireworks out there in the night sky. If the script didn't say this was the Space Needle, I would have no idea what exactly we're looking at. Of course, Seattle famous for those thick, dense, foggy conditions, and even those fireworks, they are having a hard time cutting through that kind of soupy sky there. But I'm sure it was beautiful if you could get a glimpse of those fireworks out there to kick off the new year. Over across the ocean, though, in Ibiza, Spain, they saw an unusual bout of hail earlier this week. This was on Monday when a rare weather event for the Mediterranean island as storms continued to batter parts of eastern and southern Spain for the past week. Torrential rains flooded Spain's southern and eastern provinces over the weekend, overwhelming riverbeds, which swept away cars and motorcycles. Authorities in the area warned residents to stay indoors until the storms cleared out and those waters receded. So Europe, of course, doesn't usually get nearly as much severe weather as we do here in the United States, but that is some heavy hail there and definitely some impactful flooding rain. So wishing them all the best here this Friday afternoon. Of course, wishing you the best as we head into the weekend as well. And despite the cold weather, it's not going to be a bad weekend to get out and enjoy. But of course, you can count on the 10 TV Weather Impact team to be here all weekend long, tracking the changes and getting you ready for next week. That'll include me coming back to your TVs later this evening, 4, 5, and 6 o'clock. Dan at 11, I'll be here to keep an eye on that weekend forecast, get you up to date on any changes, and get you ready for that rain next week. Till then, you can catch more online, 10tv.com. Have a great afternoon.